Yeah, that's cool. All right, so welcome everybody. So let me actually pull up my documents here. Oops, already got that up. Okay, all right. So I got a bunch of them up. So I was ready. It looks like. Okay, so anyway, so let's go back to this. Why did I just close out of that? Okay, let's go back to this. Open it up again. Okay. All right. So check this out. So you guys are here because you guys want to find out how you guys can make some more money, right? So let's talk about that. So what we're going to be talking about today. So first off, before we kind of get into things, this presentation is really for, let me bring up my little screen here so I can actually see you guys. So let's minimize this. Nope, let's minimize this. Exit full screen. How do we actually shrink this down? There we go. All right. So now I can actually see your faces because I couldn't see your faces a second ago. So we're all here. So how many here? Give me a show of hands. Give me a show of hands. How many here would like to make some more money? Okay, give me a show of hands. Okay, lots of you. All right, that's why you're here, right? So next one.
How many of you would like to? Oh, sorry, I already read that one.
No, that's the new one. That's the new one.
Oh, how many of you would like to make more money without ever having to leave your home?
So who would here like to make money working from home, never having to get out of their PJs if they don't want to? Okay, yeah, me too, right? How many of you would like to actually possibly make more money from home than your current job pays you? How many? Me. Right. Okay. So today what we're going to be talking about is we're going to actually show you how you can create an awesome income working from home. Okay. So you guys excited about that? Because I'm excited about this. Can you tell I'm excited about this? I've been so excited for this day. I'm like, I can't wait to talk on Thursday.
And we're so excited because we get to share with you what we've been doing and what's been making us successful doing it from home.
Exactly. So, okay. So first off, before we kind of dive in, I just want to say to everybody that actually showed up today, first off, just want to say thank you for taking the time out. Thank you for actually showing up. Thank you for actually being hungry. Thank you for actually being the kind of people that are looking for something that is better in life, right? So first off, we just want to say thank you for actually taking the time for that, okay? Next thing. So here's what you're going to be learning today, okay? Today, we're going to be talking about the industry boom, okay? A lot of you guys may be in the business already. A lot of you guys may not be in the business, and you may not understand like what's really going on. We're going to discuss that, okay? What else are we going to talk about today?
We're also going to talk about CBD and how it works and all the products.
Okay, and then we're also going to be talking about how you can actually, like we already talked about this, like make more money, so that way you can create the life that you want. Because let's be real, your job is never going to give you the life that you want. Okay, this can't. Okay, what else are we going to talk about?
We are going to talk about the most amazing compensation plan that you have ever seen in the network marketing business.
Ching, ching. Yep, and then at the end of it, we'll just talk about how you can get involved, right? So that's really what we're going to be discussing today. So for those of you that are kind of like maybe new to this and you don't really know like what's going on, I'm sure you're probably asking yourself like, what's really in it for me, right? Like, why am I here? Like, why did somebody send me this link? Why did somebody tag me? Like, why am I here? Okay, so we're going to discuss, what are we going to discuss today?
We're going to talk about how to get involved in that booming business that can improve your quality of life.
Okay, and we're also going to be talking about like how to build this business and how to actually make it like super lucrative. Okay, what else are we gonna talk about?
And how to make more money at the time and working from home.
And we're gonna be giving away some free stuff. Who wants to get free stuff? Free stuff! I love free stuff. Who loves free stuff? Okay, I love free stuff. Now, in order to get the free stuff, this is how it's gonna work. In a minute, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna ask you a question. Not really asking you a question, but I'm gonna tell you the answer to a question that we're gonna ask later, right? I'm gonna tell you the answer, so you have to stay tuned all the way through the entire thing, but you can't win stuff if you're an affiliate, okay? You gotta be a non-affiliate in order to win it. We're gonna give away a free CBD bottle, right? But you have to stay tuned the entire time in order to find out what the, when I'm gonna ask the actual question, right? Or give you the answer to the actual question, right? So anyway, and the way this is gonna work is at the end, whenever we ask this question, I'm gonna ask you like, hey, what was this, right? You have to post in the chat box. So look around on this Zoom and look for the chat box, right? And figure out where that is. And the first person to pop in that answer is going to be the winner of the CBD, but you can't be an affiliate. So no affiliates can play because it has to be non-affiliates. Okay. So, so that's basically the gist of what's going on. All right.
Keep your chat box open, you guys. If you are not an affiliate, so you are ready to type fast.
Well, you may not be able to see my pretty face if you have the chat box open, so you may have to keep it closed until towards the end, right? Right? Okay. So anyway, so my goal today, so our dog wants to get in on this as well too, right? He's so excited about CBD. So, so our goal today is really, like, with all what we just said, is really just to show you a better way of making a living, right? Because the way of making a living today, where you work for chump change and you spend hours a day away from home, away from the people that you would really like to be spending your time with, to make money to pay your bills, there's better ways of making a living today, right? And that's really our goal, is to show you a better way, right? So let's move on. So, okay. So I'm sure some of you may be asking, like, is this really for me? Is this really for me? Well, let me ask you this. Do you want to make more money, right? Do you want to be able to spend more time with the people that you love? Do you want to improve your health? I'm sure most of you probably could answer like, yes, 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 right? If you're normal, if you're a normal human being, you probably say yes, 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 right. Then this is for you, okay? So let's first off start off with the story of how we all got here to begin with, which the story starts with her, okay? So let's have her tell her story about how she got involved in the CBD business.
So, you guys, you know, I am a mom. I have 4 boys, 3.5. My oldest is going to be 21 this weekend.
This weekend.
Crazy, right? So big widespread. I grew up and I lost my mom to cancer at 16 years old. And that was the biggest devastation of my life. And growing up without a mom, to be there at your most, you know, moments where you get married and you have your babies, where you really need them there, that's like the most you know, devastating thing that you can think of, right? And it makes you really emotional. And like, there's not a day that goes by that I don't think about like having my mom here.
True.
And it's been 23 years. It's crazy. So I've been in HempWorks now for 9 months. And we're also personal trainers, and so we train clients, and we own a gym. And he had just started training this girl, and
Nicole, she's here. She's on here. Yeah.
She is. She got onto the business, or she got into training, and she was there for 1 week, and then she got diagnosed with uterine and cervical cancer. So when I heard that obviously hit home for me because of like the loss of my mom. And I know that the majority of us, and probably every single one that's on here, has lost somebody that has, you know, passed away from cancer. And so, you know, being in the personal training and knowing that what we eat and nutrition can actually heal your body, as well as, you know, we all are born with cancer genes and things like that, that was like, oh my gosh, like, we know that by taking great nutrition and taking care of our body and all the other stuff, that can actually help decrease that. So when she got diagnosed, Nicole, that is, the client, we told her to change her diet and start taking CBD oil.
Take these supplements, take CBD.
At this point, I had no idea of HempWorks. I didn't know anything of CBD oil. You know, he's the one that's constantly doing like research on things. And so she did that, and she went 7 weeks of changing her whole life around, basically, by working out, good nutrition, adding CBD oil into it.
Every day.
And she got a clean bill of health.
Yep.
From the doctor, cancer free.
Yep.
And I just so happened at that time to be at a networking conference all the way in Florida. So we're in California, all the way in Florida, and looking at like building my business and starting over again, all the other stuff. And then somebody approached me with this business, and because of that girl's story about how she basically cured herself, it instantly sold me, because cancer touches home with me. It probably touches home with the majority of you, him, all that stuff. And so I was already in the network marketing business, so I already firmly believed in the power of it and what it can do for everybody out there, financially, health-wise, if it's like health products. And so what I did was I came back and I met with this person. I shared what I was doing. They shared what they were doing. And instantly I was like, sold.
Signed up on the spot. Didn't even try the product. Just signed up on the spot. Came home. I'm like, how'd it go? Oh, I signed up for the top tier. I'm like, what? Okay.
And obviously that's for two reasons. Because of what CBD did for her, the clients, and knowing what network marketing can do for my family and for everybody else out there. And then knowing too, like, if I could use my mouth and to share this, like what we are here, sharing to all of you guys and sharing to all of my social media and getting the word out there about such an amazing product that can do the same thing potentially for a lot of people, that was like insane for me. And that was like, absolutely, sign me up. I didn't try the product. I kind of
literally didn't even test it. Literally just signed up on the spot.
So I looked into the business for like the first few days before I did sign up. So I did do a little bit of research. I just didn't sign up, altogether, because there are a lot of CBDs on the market. We're going to talk about the differences in them a little bit later. But it was just a complete no-brainer to me, because that's what I want to do in life, is just to share hope and to share all these good types of products with you guys that are going to make you healthier. I don't want people to experience the loss that I experienced. So that's why I do what I do in all of my businesses. So that's where I got started. And I knew if I could convince him, because he has such a powerful influence in the whole social media network, and he's wrote 2 books. And if we can get that out there, it's like he can use his voice too. And so the power of us together, and that's why we're here today.
Yeah. So that's kind of her story, how she got involved. So my story, I'm gonna try and make this one fast. I have seen the studies on CBD for a long time, right? I've seen like the stories of epileptic kids that their parents gave them CBD and their seizures stopped on the spot. I've seen the stories of people reversing diseases after disease after disease constantly, forever, for years. I've been seeing this. And with her success in the other network marketing company, because when we had our last little dude, who's actually outside right now, we sent the 12-year-old and him outside so that we could have silence, okay? Because he is loud, right? We don't get silence, right? So we had to send them outside. So anyway, so when she had him, she completely stopped working that other business altogether, okay? Literally, completely 100% stopped working it. But her team was so big and so successful that she literally just collected thousands of dollars a month, every single month, for doing absolutely nothing, all from the work that she had done in that initial year, just completely grinding it out, right? So literally for 3 years, she didn't touch that business, right? And was just collecting money every single month and not even doing anything with it, right? Because of what she had done in the past.
But hey, he wasn't like that at the very beginning. When I first joined that business and I came home, like, I joined that business, he was like, oh, you got suckered.
I did. That's my exact phrase. Because we get hit up by network marketing companies all the time, right? With us being in the training industry, they always want to get us on their team. But all of them have shitty products, right? They're terrible, terrible products that I would never get behind, because they have terrible ingredients, and there's no way I would ever get back behind that and be like, hey, you should take this. It's great for your health. No, when I know it's trash and it's going to ruin their health, right? So there's nothing that I would get behind like that. And that's why she went and met with the person with the other company. As soon as she came home, she's like, I signed up. And I'm like, oh, you got suckered, right? Not really knowing much about the company, but just knowing about network marketing in general at the time, right? What I thought about it, right? Then she built this little empire and then was making all this money. And then she stopped working it and was making all this money doing nothing, right? Because she had all this residual income because her team was still going. I was like, man. And because I had already seen all the science on CBD for years and I have already believed in it, right? I've been believing in it for a very, very long time. I was like, you know what? If a network marketing company ever started and they had a clean CBD, that had clean ingredients that I would actually get behind, I am all in, right? Then we had a friend start posting and this popped up on the scene. And then they hit up her, right? And then So then I had already been doing some research, and then boom, boom, boom. Now here we are. Now bang. Now we're the CBD monsters, and here we are. Okay.
So 600 plus now.
So that's kind of how it all began. It all started with literally a Facebook post, right? They brought in her, and they brought in me, and then now you're all here. Okay. So that's kind of how it all began. And plus, we all know, you know, I'm the kind of person that I really, really love the grind and the hustle and succeeding and making money, so that way I could do things in life that the average person can't, right? And live the life that like the average person can't. Like, I don't want to be average. I want to live a life on a completely different level. And this type of business gives us that opportunity to. Okay. So that's kind of how a little quick story on how we got here. So let's go ahead and move on. We got a lot of information. I'm trying to rush through it so that way we can get through everything. So first off, let's talk about a little history of the hemp. So tell us about the history of hemp.
Oh.
It's right here. It's right here in her face. Move this over.
He didn't tell me ahead of time.
Yeah, I didn't tell her she was going to do this. This is on the spot right here. Okay.
So hemp has been around for several hundred years. We use it for rope. There's hempcrete. There's clothing. So many different things, and it's changed obviously since like the 1800s to now. And so luckily back in 2018, Trump signed the U.S. Farm Act that allowed hemp growth all over the United States. And at that point, basically hemp became legal. And so that's where the whole CBD and capitalization began to boom.
Yeah, so basically, in case so what we're trying to get at here is that the history of hemp has been around forever. And just so you guys know, hemp and marijuana are not the same thing. We used to think they were too.
Even when I joined this business, I thought it was marijuana.
We did too. Okay?
Don't worry.
Say we didn't know that they were two different plants. Okay, hemp gets you high, marijuana gets you high, hemp gets you healthy. Okay, that's the big difference. Okay, one's high in THC, the other one is trace amounts of THC and mainly CBD. Okay, so the history of hemp goes back thousands of years. Farmers actually used to be legally required to grow it, but back in like the 1930s, Big Pharma got involved and basically made hemp illegal, right? So that's basically what happened. So it ended up being put in the same category as like a Schedule I drug with like cocaine and heroin and, you know, marijuana. They were all put in the same thing, even though this doesn't get you high. Okay, so let's move on. So like I just said, CBD don't get you high. Okay,
it gets you healthy.
All right. So back in 2016, Forbes had actually made and wrote an article basically saying that the cannabis industry was expected to grow by 700% by 2020. Okay, let me show you some things though. Okay, first off, this company that we were involved in, HempWorks, this company that we were involved in, it really launched the actual CBD product. It actually started, if you look here on this little image here, My Daily Choice is actually the parent company of this company. And they started in 2014, right? And this was their earnings before they actually got CBD into the company. Now in 2017, around May, they started HempWorks, okay? In their first year, they did 9 million in sales, okay? 2018, last year, they went from 9 million to over $100 million in sales, okay?
The reason why that HempWorks was even started with the My Daily Choice company is because one of the co-founders, Jen Sewall, has an awesome testimony when it comes to using CBD oil. And at that point, that's when she decided that she wanted to add CBD oil and those products to their line of products.
Yeah, she had a really bad autoimmune disease that she actually fixed with using CBD, and then she was sold, and she was just telling everybody about it.
Exactly, which is exactly what we're here to do, is to try to tell everybody about this amazing product as well, and just use what they've created for us.
Yeah. So, there was a recent report that was just recently done, basically forecasting that the CBD and cannabis industry is supposed to hit $40 billion globally by 2024. Okay, just to give you an idea how much money that. In case you don't know how much money $1 billion is, $1 billion is 1,000 millions. Okay.
Who's gonna have $1 million in their lifetime?
1,000 millions. Okay. Now they're talking about 41,000 millions. Okay, that's a lot of money. Okay. So anyway,
I'm gonna capitalize on that. Are you gonna capitalize on that?
Absolutely. I already am. That's why we're here, baby. Right. So this business model is set up network marketing model. Now, in case you guys don't really know what that means, it basically means that you get in, you start marketing and promoting a product. but you also bring in others underneath you who are doing the same thing. You make a commission off the team's efforts. No, it's not a pyramid. This is network marketing. It's 1000% legal. It actually makes more money, and I'll discuss this in a second, than any other type of business in the industry. Okay, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. But tell me a little bit about the stigma that people have about network marketing.
Daymond already told my story about how I worked the business, my first network marketing business, for that really first year, that really hard, and then I didn't do anything, but I had built a team, and because I didn't do anything, my team was still working after that. So they were still generating business and creating orders and all the other stuff. I still had all the customers and all the team and everything that I built for that entire year, and was still taking customer orders because it is still a product that I believe in. But I was still getting paid on that kind of stuff. So just to show you that what you can do with residual income when it comes to network marketing, and you know, it isn't about selling. It's about sharing something that you really believe in and falling in love with. Like, you know, for us girls, when we find a good hair person or a nail person, an awesome movie, a dentist, any of those things, what we always do is we share those things with our friends. So that's all we do, is literally like, we fell in love with the product, and that's all we do is like tell our friends, like, this is awesome, you guys need this.
Yeah. So that's basically what network marketing is. It's just, and to help you understand why businesses do it this way, it's real simple. So instead of if a company wants to put a product on the market, instead of having to invest millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars into radio, TV, magazines, and all these traditionals and higher traditional ways, and like hiring you know, celebrities and stuff like that to back the brand and so forth, and all these different ways that they waste money on a marketing program, they basically just create a network marketing model and basically create a word of mouth business, right? Where they pay affiliates to share their stories and share their product and get the word out, right? And that's basically why companies do this. Okay, so like I was just telling you a minute ago, network marketing is massive. So how massive? Okay, how massive is network marketing?
Huge. If you look at the screen right there, it shows you it is making more, like, I don't know about you guys, but when we are paying attention to the NFL, how much they make those players, like insane amount, right?
Yeah.
We always think, we're like, oh, if we're going to be an actor, an actress, we're going to make a ton of money.
Yeah.
Look at those numbers,
look at
guys.
This. Look at
it's
this.
insane.
The NFL, okay, the music industry, the gaming industry, video gaming industry, and the movie industry. So all your movie stars, you add all these up together, they still don't make as much money as the network marketing industry. Okay?
I wanted to be an actress just to make more money.
You don't need to be a celebrity.
No, I'm already in the top of network marketing.
Yeah, you can be a network marketing celebrity, right? So, and that's the power of this business. And a lot of people don't realize that this type of industry or this type of business is that big. Look how massive this is. It's huge. Okay. So let's talk about some products. Okay. So we have a lot of products that our main flagship thing is actually the oil, right? Because your body heals from the inside. So that's the most important one. But we have a lot of other stuff we can add to that as well too. So we're going to go over that real fast. Okay. So first off.
So we have a lot of amazing oils. We have a full spectrum, and we have a CBD isolate. So if you look right there, all those black caps right there are full spectrum, and our isolate is.
So that's what she's talking about right here.
Yep. So the isolate is the white cap.
Yep.
That Daymond just rolled by.
Yeah. So right here, so the white cap, this is the THC free. Yep. Okay, which is just pure CBD.
And so we have 3 flavors: cinnamon, natural, and peppermint. Now, when you talk about other CBD oils versus ours compared to the market, it's all about ingredients, right? Mm-hmm. So ingredients. We make sure that we only have the plants in our ingredients. So if you were to look at the back of our labels right there, you would see that you only see the hemp as well as the hemp seed extract as our carrier. We don't have any fillers. On those cinnamon and peppermint flavors, we do have steam and distilled, so it's not like a fake flavoring that has been added to those oils.
Or sugar, or sucralose, or stevia, or like some fake stuff, right?
Exactly. So, you know, when I tell a lot of people that they say that they've been taking CBD oil already, and they have one, I'm like, show me your ingredients. They show me in their ingredients it has probably like coconut oil or MCT oil. And I always tell them, like, well, MCT oil is synthetic, so I really want to put that in my body. And coconut oil, yeah, it does have a lot of great, amazing benefits. But if I wanted coconut oil, I'd go out there and just buy coconut oil. I wouldn't pay like for CBD to get coconut oil. I want as much as the plant as possible. So all of our tinctures are sublingual. So you put them underneath your tongue and they go into your bloodstream. So they're not digested. They are bioavailable. So your body absorbs as much as it possibly can to those. So those are super, super important. When it comes to full spectrum and isolate.
So what's the difference between full spectrum and isolate?
So your full spectrum, as he would say, is the whole entire party. So I'd call it, that has 85 plus cannabinoids in it. And the isolate is just a party of one. So it only has your CBD isolate. So how I'd recommend, which would be isolate versus a full spectrum, I would tell people that get drug screened. So I have a lot of people on my team, a lot of my customers that can only take isolate, and that's because they're nurses, they're military,
law
enforcement, all those ones, because the possibility of them getting drug screened, we don't want to take any chances, but they can still reap all the benefits of taking CBD. And we're going to go into in the slide later down the line and talk about what CBD does for your body and how it works. But the full spectrum, CBD is just one of those cannabinoids. So if you had the full spectrum, if you are getting 85 cannabinoids, just one of those being CBD, some of them being THC, not enough to make you high, and it's still going to be the legal limit across the United States. So you're just going to reap a lot more benefits because cannabinoids have different benefits associated with each of them.
They all have different benefits. So when you get in the full spectrum, you're getting like she said, the whole party, and they all have different benefits along with CBD, right? Whenever you get the THC free, you're just getting just one, which is the party of one. It's just CBD, right? And it has its own little list of benefits, and it's amazing. I love the THC free. Okay.
Yeah, I take both.
So we're gonna talk about, I do too. I take both too. So so let's talk about some of the face creams. So I love this stuff, and last time I said something that kind of we're gonna keep that secret this time. But I love this. Let's just say I love this one right here. I'm not gonna tell you what it feels like. Just say I love that one. Okay,
well, I will tell you what it feels like. So that Renew cream, that one that you see on your left-hand screen, that is a face moisturizer that has CBD isolate as well as apple stem cells in it. So it helps with making your skin lighter, brighter, tighter. I personally use this one every single morning before I apply my makeup, and I tell you, it goes on smooth and my face feels moisturized. There's a joke that I always say, I'm like, I'm really 85. I'm actually going to be 40 soon. So I really love this stuff. And it has 0 THC in it. So if those of you that are worried about that. Next to the Revive, so that middle skinny pump, I use that one every single night before I go to bed. So that has CBD isolate as well as retinol in it. So retinol helps with fine lines. It helps with dark spots, aging as well. So I definitely love that one as well. A lot of my clients and people that have used that swear it just tightens up your neck as like you get older, you start getting like a looser neck. So they love that. And last but not least, this is super popular with us being trainers. I keep an open bottle list at our gym, and this is our relief cream. So when people come in with achy muscles, they literally, like, they'll come in and they know the bottle's sitting there. They're probably sore from our last workout. They just rub it on before we're going to work out, and they just get so much more relief from it. So that one has CBD isolate in as well as emu oil. And emu oil helps with inflammation. And one of the things that I love about that relief cream is it doesn't smell like a Bengay or like an Icy Hot.
Yeah,
so
it doesn't smell.
have like,
there's no smell.
Yeah. So when people used to come in wearing Icy, I'm like, who's wearing Bengay or Icy Hot in here? So it doesn't smell like that. So it's kind of, you can keep it hidden, which is nice.
Yeah, so for those of you that are coffee lovers, we have coffee too, which has 5 milligrams of CBD per serving, and it's THC free. Okay.
The one thing that I love about these is they're single serving packets for the coffee and the creamer, so they're perfect for like on the go.
Yeah, and we have creamers as well too. Okay. The other thing that we have too is pet stuff.
So yeah, we have these awesome dog treats that are beef flavored. They are soy free, wheat free, and corn free. And then we also have pet CBD oil. So this is the full spectrum oil as well, and it's in bacon flavored. It is a lower milligrams because our pets are usually smaller than like the humans for most of the pets. So this is great for your cats, dogs, horses. Any mammal has an endocannabinoid system, so we're going to talk about that later and how they can benefit from it. But I gave my little dog that you heard barking earlier, he had the shakes really bad.
Bad anxiety. Bad.
Yeah,
like,
so I give it to him every single day, and he doesn't just
chill.
sit there and shake for no reason. So I love that.
He's chill now. So that's cool. Okay, so what are some of the differences that we have when it comes to CBD that other companies don't have? Because here's the deal. There's thousands of CBD companies that have hit the market that are trying to capitalize on this boom that's going on. Because there's a massive boom going. Go to any grocery store. Go to any gym right now. You're gonna gas stations. You're gonna see CBD everywhere. So it's like, all right. So it looks like the market is like super saturated. So what's the difference? Here's the reality. We don't have any competition. We don't. There's no competition because nobody has what we have. Okay. And these are some of the things that we have that nobody else has. Okay. For number one, we are from America. Okay. Our farming is from Kentucky. Okay. Uh-oh, who is that? It's making that noise. How do we mute them out? Hold on one second. They're supposed to all be muted out. Okay. So anyway, our farms are from Kentucky, right? Organic farms from Kentucky. This isn't some stuff that's been shipped in from China, right? That has all kinds of different pollutants and all kinds of crap in it, right? Our stuff is straight from America, American-made stuff, okay? We also do third-party testing. Everything is third-party tested, so that way everything that we get is proven, is in there. And we can actually see the tests. They're in documents on our websites, right? One of the ways that we extract the CBD is through CO2 extraction, which is really the purest way of getting the CBD out of the plant, right? Because a lot of companies, and here's the other side of this too, a lot of other companies will use solvents and things like that to get the CBD out of the plant, which guess what that means? You take that product, you're getting solvents and stuff too, right? So on top of that too, we have minimal ingredients. When you look at most people's, like if you go look at go to a store that sells CBD and look at the ingredients list, and you're gonna find a boatload of ingredients in there, right? You should really only have 2 to 3 ingredients tops. A carrier oil, right? Which ours is just organic hemp seed oil, right? And then our CBD is inside of it, right? And then our third one is just the flavoring. If you're doing the steamed or distilled cinnamon or peppermint, right? If you're doing the natural, it's just 2 ingredients. It's clean. That's why I got involved in this, because I don't endorse anything that's not clean, pure, and potent, okay? So we have minimal ingredients. And then on top of that, it's non-GMO and all that stuff as well too, which is very, very important. So like I mentioned a minute ago, we do the testing and we have the documentation to prove it. And then on top of that, another thing that we do that nobody else does, right? Which they're trying to copy us now, though. I've been seeing those companies trying to copy us. What do we do? What do we do that nobody else does?
We have a awesome 60-day money-back guarantee.
So what does that mean?
60-day. We believe so much in the product that we want you to go 60 days using our product so that you can get the most amazing benefits from it. If you don't have any, go ahead, send it back, your empty bottle, and get all your money back. But you know what? I haven't heard of any of that. So
yeah. So that's how much we believe in this product. There's a 60-day money-back guarantee. So you can actually buy the product, right? Take the whole thing, and if you don't like it, you can send it back, right? But guess what? Nobody sends it back. And we know this. That's why we're like, we'll do 60-day because no one's going to send it back, right? Because we know that once they start taking it and they start to experience the benefits, they're going to buy another bottle. They're not going to send it back. They're going to buy another bottle. That's what's going to happen, okay?
One of the things we go back and talk about the testing and documentation. One of the things that I have found that have been really helpful for a lot of people in the industry that want to take it, but they're just unsure because they do get drug screened for work, is every single one of our tincture bottles, which is the oil, has a batch number on it. And you can go online and look at that batch number. So say you wanted to order an isolate bottle that doesn't have any THC in it, so it's just CBD only, and you go and you compare that to the actual online testing documentation, it'll show you it does not have any THC in that particular batch bottle that you got. So that just helps you just have a lot more
peace
relief
of mind
when it comes to like doing this, knowing that your job's not going to be in jeopardy.
Yeah. So And the company is actually coming out with actually QR codes that you can actually scan it, and it'll take you right to the test. So that's actually something that's coming to the labels in the future. So here's basically what we were just talking about the clean ingredients. Like, this is, for those of you guys that don't know me, I'm a nutrition freak. Okay,
I'm not joking.
I don't put anything in my body that could potentially harm it whatsoever anyway. I don't do cheat meals. I don't do anything, right? So when it comes to me representing a product, I only represent things and endorse things that are the best, things that are clean, the things that are highly beneficial. Now, I want you to look at these ingredients, right? Like we were just talking about a minute ago. Look at the ingredients. This is our THC free. This one right here is our full spectrum, okay? So each one of these has 10 milligrams of either cannabinoids, right, in a serving, or if you're just taking the isolate, you're getting 10 milligrams straight of CBD, and this is why this one's so powerful. So this one has the whole party. This one has the party of one. But look at the ingredients list. Now, when you look at anybody else's CBD and you look at the ingredients list, here's what you're going to find. MCT, water, sunflower oil, coconut oil, some kind of cheap ingredient that they've used as their filler or carrier, right? And then you're also going to find some kind of nasty flavoring, right? Some kind of something that's unhealthy. You're taking this product because you want to be healthier. So why would you take a product that has something that is synthetic or something that is terrible or something that is unhealthy in it, right? So we don't do that. And that's why we say we got no competition. Like, there's no competition. Nobody's got what we got, because on top of that, we also have the U.S. Hemp Authority seal of approval, okay? Which is basically a company, if you can imagine like the FDA, but for the U.S. Hemp Authority, that's what the U.S. Hemp Authority is. That means that everything has been tested, proven, the facilities have been inspected, everything has been shown, and what's in the bottle has also been proven by tests, right? So there's only, I think there's about 20 companies now that have the U.S. Hemp Authority seal, okay? 20 out of 22,000, okay? Think about this,
We
all right?
were the first of the 13.
We were the first 13.
As well as Gincana, which is
our
the
farm
that we grow our hemp on in Kentucky. They also have one too. So HempWorks has 2 Hemp Authority seals on our label.
So that's why, like, when we say like nobody's got what we got, nobody's got what we got. Nobody's got the clean product that we have that doesn't have a crappy filler or a crappy carrier oil or something like that with 2 U.S. Hemp Authority seals. Nobody got that.
Yeah.
Just us.
Whenever I hear somebody say that they've been taking CBD oil, I always ask them, show me your label. What does it look like? Because the majority of people that are taking CBD oil, it's either like clear or white. And I'm like, this is cannabis, you guys. It's a plant. When did a plant become white or clear?
Yeah, it's supposed to be green.
It's supposed to be green.
Yeah.
It's clearly been processed to where you're not really getting all the benefits of it. And that's why, too, I'm like, when you try our product, we always need to have you start at scratch again. So slow is more when it comes to taking CBD oil, for those
low
who
and
didn't
slow.
know that.
Yeah, you always start out low and slow. Okay, so I'm sure a lot of you guys are thinking like, how does CBD work? Like, why is it so magical? Why do you call this stuff liquid gold? It's real simple. Okay? I'm gonna dumb this down for you, like super, super easy. It's real simple. What CBD basically does is it creates balance within your body. That's it. Okay, your body is supposed to feel amazing, vibrant, highly energetic. It's supposed to feel very healthy, right? And we are so designed to have cannabinoids in our system that, guess what? Your mama, when she was breastfeeding you, guess what she produced in her milk? Yeah.
Cannabinoids.
Moms produce cannabinoids naturally in their milk. That's how designed we are for this product, right? So what happens is, over time, because of the nutrition that you have and your lifestyles and the stress and everything like that, you start to become depleted, right? So when you start, what happens is you start to become depleted, your systems start to get out of balance, they start to get broken, you start to have health issues and problems. You start taking CBD, you start to heal, you start to get everything back into balance, right? And then you start to feel really good. And it's not because you're getting high, because there's no high. You start to feel really good because your systems are firing like they're designed. They're working like they're designed to work. So you start to feel good, which is why what happens is a lot of people, when they start taking it, especially women, I call this the bombshell bottle, because what happens is women, when they start taking this, they start taking better care of themselves, right? They start doing their makeup, they start working out, they start eating healthier, they start taking care of their hair, they start taking care of their nails, they start doing all this stuff, and all of a sudden they go from like plain Jane to like holy, like, She got hot all of a sudden. It's because she started feeling good because her systems were getting back into balance. Boom, she became a bombshell.
Because she had more energy, she's sleeping better, she feels better, her skin's better.
Right. So you guys are here because you really want to make money, right? You want to make money because you want to create some relief in your life, or maybe you just want to live a more extravagant life, right? So let's talk about the compensation plan. This is my favorite part. The compensation plan is the most fun part for me. So let's talk about the compensation plan. So how much of a payout do we give in this company?
So you can earn up to 85%. 85%, you guys. Insane.
Crazy. Like 85%, that's crazy. So there's a lot of things that we're going to cover. We're going to run through. A lot of these things, they're not going to make any sense to you because you're not in the business yet. So I'm not going to go into great detail, but we'll just kind of brush over the kind of the 8 ways that we get paid, because there's 8 ways that we get paid. Okay. So first off, understand, like I mentioned in the beginning, it's the power of network marketing. You get in, you're marketing, you're promoting a product, you bring in your friends that are also doing the same, right? Other people that are doing the same, you collect a commission off of the team, right? So we try and teach like the power of 4. So you get in, you bring in 4 friends, you help those friends bring in 4 friends, repeat, 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 repeat. Before you know it, as you can see here on this little diagram, if you did this month by month by month by month, you can see how massive your team can get, right? And you're making a commission off the team's efforts. And this is why you're going to see like some of the paychecks that some people have in this business is insane. Like some stuff that you're going to be like, no way. Yep, you can look it up online. It's literally legit, okay? So for example, so we basically, this is about how much we've made this year, okay? This is more than like the average person makes in an entire year, right? We're not even done with the year yet. We're still going.
Not even a full 8 months in. So this is only 2019.
Yeah. So we're still going. Okay. So this is just to give you an example. Okay. Now, like we mentioned before, how this was the business that's that makes more money than any other industry. This is exactly why, because of this little thing that I showed you right here. This is why you get here. Okay. So let's talk about the examples of some of the compensation plan and why you make so much money. So the best way to come into this business is at the executive level. So when you come into a business at the executive level, why is this so important?
Because that's going to make the most bang for your buck.
Okay. Now, if you look here at this little diagram here, here's why. Now, when you come in at the executive level, because there's 3 different ways that you can come in this business. Now, you're making 30% commission off what you do, but you get no team. Okay. This is a network marketing company. The way that you really make money is here. Look at this. So you get off what you do, off what you sign up, what they do, off what they sign up, what they do, and the next one, what they sign up, they do, right? You make a commission off that. And that's the power behind it. And as you start to increase in your ranks, right? So if you look at me and Des right now, so we're 25 and 50Ks right now. Look at how far down that we're making commission off of, right? So as you start to rank up, you start to make more commission. So remember when she said a minute ago that you get up to 85% commission? Check this out. When you hit the super affiliate level, that's 85% commission in the team, 10 levels deep off the team's efforts. And that's where the real power in this business and the real money is made in this business, is through the massive organization that you build.
But remember, this is only one part of the ways that you get paid.
Yeah, this is just one of the 8 ways we get paid. Okay, so let's talk about another one. All right, so the next one, this one is known as your binary pay. Okay, you're not going to understand what this is. Just understand that this is your reorders. Okay, so when people reorder, they go into this type of pay. Okay, now look at this. At the executive level again, you're making 15% off this pay. Okay, this is on top of the other one. All right, so the next thing, this is check matching. Now this is this company is they reward hustlers tremendously. Okay, so this way that we get paid, this little bonus here is when you are being a good leader and you're helping your leaders grow their teams. What happens is the company basically gives you a little reward and gives you little bonuses off of your team members' binary checks that we just talked about here. So when your team member gets a binary check, you get a piece of it, but they don't take it from them. It comes from the company. Okay, so you're not robbing your people. Okay, so it's coming from the company. Okay, now another thing that we get to is what is this?
a extra allowance for our automobile.
Yeah, because Auto Club, baby. So when you start hitting certain ranks, you start to get $150 a month. You hit 10K, you start to get $250 a month. You hit 25K, you get 500.
And all
50.
they do is, you guys, they just add this to your check. You can use it as you please. You can use it to pay a car payment. You can use it to pay a house payment. It really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So it's just nice that they actually just add that to your paycheck.
Yeah, you can spend it however you want. You don't have to spend it on a car. Okay. The next thing is once you start getting beyond the 50K level, okay, which is a rank level, which a lot of you guys want to understand, but let's just say you're a monster, okay? You start to get, instead of getting a car bonus, they actually give you an elite expense account, right? So once you get to the 100K level, you start getting two grand a month extra, just so you can invest it back into your business to help it grow even more, right? And look at this. You get up to $20,000 a month if you're at the super affiliate level as an expense account on top of all the other stuff, ways that you get paid, right? Remember, like I was telling you in the beginning, like the compensation plan is super lucrative. Okay, look at this. This was our paycheck the first week of the month. We get paid every week. Okay, this was our first week of the month check this month. Okay, so
yep, this business is all about a team, all about sharing, all about helping our team, all about helping our team be successful. Because if you're successful, we're successful. And, you know, the more mouths that we have out there sharing this product is the more successful and the more health that we're going to give back to people out there in the world. So that's why I love it so much.
Yeah, this is a massive team thing. So we actually, the majority of the ranks that we're at now, a lot of the time that we spend each day is helping our teams grow. Okay, because we're, especially when people start to come into the business, we're trying to help them grow their businesses. And there's a point where they get to where they start to become so successful that they actually become leaders themselves. So we're just trying to develop more leaders, right? That's really what we're doing.
For us when we have more leaders that are coming out there, where it's like, oh, they graduated.
So what do you get when you join this business? So when you join this business, the moment you sign up, you basically get 16 pages of marketing, right? You get an instant website with your own URL instantly right out of the gate, so that way you can actually start marketing this business. And this is all at no extra cost to you. Now, I don't know about you, but if you've ever joined a business or you currently own a business, then you know that the cost of websites, capture pages, lead pages, marketing, autoresponders, this stuff will cost you tens of thousands of dollars. And you're getting this for free for just joining this business. Okay, it's just part of the whole program. So so this is just something that you need to know that you get whenever you join this business. The moment you sign up, you get your own website, your own everything. Okay, so one of the things that you want to make sure that you're doing is that you're using these different little funnels that we have, and these different little capture pages and things that we have. So I like to use this one right here. This is one of my ones I like to use right here. So, but like I said, there's 16. Okay. Another thing that you have as soon as you get involved too is you have access to corporate training, right? So in our back office, there's corporate training that literally has tons of video about the company, the product, how to work this business, you name it. It's in there in the back office the moment you sign up, so that way you can actually start learning as soon as you get on board.
And I just want to say, you guys, the corporate training is pretty amazing. Even Jenna Sewall, she is like #2 network marketing earner in the world.
$1 million a month.
And she is our co-founder. She is the one that came up with HempWorks and CBD oil. She made
herself an affiliate, by the way.
She actually has a separate mastermind Facebook group that she created for all the HempWorks affiliates, whoever wants to be a part of it.
I watch every one of them.
She is teaching them every single day how to do this business and be successful in this business. So she is sharing with you everything that she knows.
Secrets. Yeah.
So so it's a lot of great information. So it's not just us and the corporate training, but you're getting like Jenna Sewall, who is like sharing her training. So it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, everything that we are doing, we are basically just duplicating what the multimillionaires above us have done. Okay, so this is not stuff that we have made up. Sure, we have some ideas that improve that and stuff like that, but the main system on how we do this is literally duplicated from those who are successful above us. So one of the other things that you get whenever you get involved in our team too is you get access to our private Facebook group. Because we have a private Facebook group just for our CBD monsters, just for our team, And what we have in there, if you look right here, see where it says units? We have our own Monster University. Okay, so on top of the corporate training that we have an onboarding training for our members, so that way they could do our training and jump right in and get to work right away. Okay, we have like an accelerated university for people who are brand new, and so that way they can get in and get to work immediately. Okay, so another thing that we have too, in about like 31 days, okay, something like that, we have our annual convention coming up in Vegas, baby. Now, everybody that goes to convention, guess what happens? What happens to everybody that goes to Vegas? What happens to everybody that goes to conventions?
They become so successful because you are surrounded with the majority of the people that come from this business sharing all their success secrets. You're going to hear new products. You're going to get motivation. We have a lot of cool things that we are talking about here coming up at conference.
Yeah, so at our convention, we actually have, if you don't recognize this guy right here in this little photo, this is Les Brown, okay? Les Brown is a super famous motivational speaker. He is actually speaking at the event. We have also Bob Proctor coming, speaking at the event.
And if you don't know who Bob Proctor is, he is the author of The Secret.
Well, he's not the author, but he was in the movie The Secret. Okay, yeah. So he wasn't the actual author, but same kind of thing. Yeah, but same concept, right? But anyway, so Bob Proctor, if you're into personal development, if you know anything about that type of industry, you know who these guys are. They're massive, and they're coming to speak at this event. So I'm so excited.
He is one of the big network marketers when it comes to like teaching everybody how to be successful in the network marketing business too.
He's speaking as well too. And then and the studies just basically say that those who show up to convention increase their businesses. Period. Okay, you're going to be so inspired and so motivated and so educated and so just like excited about this business that when you leave convention, you just grind way harder, you make more money. Okay, period. When we used to go to her conventions for her other business, life-changing, right? I was totally not into network marketing whatsoever. Went to the very first convention and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. I don't know. Oh my God, whatever you want, I support you. I got your back. This is incredible. Completely changed my life. Okay. So convention will change your life. So if you can get to Vegas, be there because it will completely change everything about your life. Okay?
We're excited to meet you. We're excited to
that too. So we plan on having a CBD Monster party while we're there too. We're in Vegas, man. I mean, come on. So we plan on renting a house and having a party at the house and everything. So we did. So anyway, so I'm sure you guys are wondering, like, yeah, you know, you guys are successful, but like, come on, like, is there anybody else that's successful? Well, let me show you some people. Okay. So this right here is Destiny. Okay. She's a friend of ours. Okay. Look how much money she's making in a month. Okay. Look at that. That's more than most people make in a year.
She does the majority of her business online. She is a single mom.
3 kids.
3 little kids.
Little kids.
Like where she's like stuck at home with most of them.
Yeah.
She has an amazing story how she was driving a repoed car, had only a few dollars in her bank account, and now look at her income.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
So, and she's a good friend of ours. So here's some other girls that are doing really well in the business. She's made over $400,000 in this business. Look how much she made just in 1 week. Okay, 1 week. If you can't see that, $32,000 in 1 week, baby.
Some of you guys may make that in only a year.
A year. She made it in a week. Okay, it's crazy the amount of money that you can make in this business. So,
I mean, what can you do with that kind of extra income? Wouldn't that be awesome?
So you remember when I was showing you the little diagram on all the little people with all the little people? This is what happens when you get a lot of people underneath you. Watch this. Look at that. This is legit. This is legit. They are actually our upline. This is how much they make per month. Okay, they make a minimum of $500,000 to $600,000 a month. Okay, not a year, a month. So you're talking a good $5-6 million a year. Okay, in this business.
And you guys, even though they're probably like 5 levels ahead of us, above us, they are still doing trainings with us, little Peabodies down here. You know, still training us and training the people below us almost every single day onto how to have a successful business. So you're not just getting Jenna Sewall, you're not just getting Destiny, that blonde mom. You're getting Kristen Travis, and you're getting all the other amazing affiliates that go with them too that are doing trainings what works for them. So you have so many different options and varieties of different types of people that might work better for you. So it's pretty just an awesome community to be in when it comes to this type of business.
Absolutely. So let's give you guys kind of like a little recap of what we covered today. So we covered the booming industry in CBD, kind of showed you the numbers and the projections. We also showed you the compensation plan. We also showed you the how potent and clean and pure our product is and why ours is like better than everybody else's, because like we got no competition. Okay, none.
We don't.
Okay, so what else do they get with this?
You get an awesome website and capture pages. You get the amazing corporate training. You get access to our private groups as well as the private groups of our uplines like Kristen Travis that I showed you. We also put together an awesome Monster University training that's on our private page. Every Tuesday, we do weekly trainings here at our house that we put on our Zoom. We do on our private Facebook page live. So people can come in person and they can watch on live, or they can actually go back and watch the recording. So you get a lot of amazing stuff. Yeah.
And then the other side of that is too, is when people join our team, they get support from their upline. So whether it's me, whether it's Nicole, Ben Berkman, JJ, whoever your upline is, or if you need us, we're here to help. So we're always here to support the team. So this isn't a business that you get involved and then you're kind of like stuck like an island out in the middle of nowhere and then just expect it to run. We're actually teaching you how to run this business and actually helping you run this business, right? So we are learning from the ones that are super successful, and we are transferring that information down to you, okay? So the other side of this too that you get with this business is you get to work from home, okay, on your time. When you start this business, it doesn't require that much time, right? You can literally work this business in like an hour a day, 2 hours a day. It's super, super simple to do. And then as your business grows, obviously you'll need to invest more, but you get to do it from home or from wherever you choose on your own time. You fit this around your life, versus like a traditional business where you have to fit your life around the traditional business. This is the opposite. You fit it whenever you can, before work, after work, lunch break, whatever. That's whenever you work it. That's whenever you do it. Doesn't matter. And you have the potential of making an extra $1,000 a month, right? Or up to 10,000 plus a month. We just showed you some paychecks of some of the people that are making money in this business besides us. It's just not just us. There's other people that are doing way better than we are because they've been in longer, right? So the other thing that you get to do too is you get to spend more time with your family, right? Like we've been home literally all day with the kids, right? We sent them outside so we could have some silence, but we've been home all day. But because this guy. So and then we also with this business, you get the opportunity to, if you really hustle and grind this business and work your ass off and actually execute the plan, because there's a step-by-step strategy on how to do this, then you could, if you choose to, quit your job, because you'll be making enough money that you could literally work 100% from home. It's on you, right? So this is just an opportunity that we offered. So when it comes to this business and joining this business, like I was telling you, the best way to get in this business is at the executive level, and this is why. So if you're serious about coming in this business and serious about producing income, the best way to come in is at the executive level, because you're going to make the most money right out of the gate. Now, with this initial investment of $599 to get in, here's what I recommend, okay? Because this comes with 12 products. Basically, all you're doing is just buying 12 products to get into this business at the highest commission rate, right? Here's what I recommend. If money is tight, put this on a card, okay? Then, as soon as you get your 12 oils, sell 10 of them immediately for their market cost, which is basically $70 each, right? You'll make all your money back and then some within a few days, okay? We had a guy that just signed up the other day. He signed all 12 in 24 hours, okay, from one Facebook post, okay? So it can be done. CBD is hot, all right? So when it comes to getting involved in this business, you want to be an executive because that's where you're going to make the most money, and that's why you're here, right? To make money so you can have the life that you want, so you can stay home more, so you can travel more, so you can do whatever it is that you want to do more, right? So remember this. What do we want to tell them? What do we want to end this with?
You are making a choice to change, or you're making a choice to stay where you are.
So what does that mean? So that means that when you're either choosing to change the direction of your life. Let me fix my camera here. Oh, uh-oh. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. I broke my light. Uh-oh. So, oh well. I'll I'll just leave that here. Okay, so can you see me?
David just lost all of it.
Okay, let me fix that. Can you see me? Okay, I just knocked down the light and everything. Okay, so anyway, so what we're saying is you're either making a choice to change the direction of your life. I don't know if you guys can see me on the camera. I can see myself right now. Or you're choosing to stay where you are, right? So by not making a decision to move forward and jump on this booming industry, which you're never going to see again, right? By not making a choice to jump in on this, you're choosing, remember this, to stay exactly where you are. You're choosing to stay unhealthy. You're choosing to stay struggling. You're choosing to stay exactly where you are. So remember, either way, you're making a choice. Hopefully, you're making a choice to improve your life and improve your family's life and improve your kids' lives. But if you don't, you're choosing to stay where you are and to stay on the path you're on. So just remember that. So anyway, so that was pretty much the sum of this presentation. We tried to wrap this up in an hour and try and get this done as fast as possible because we had a lot of information to cover. So this message was brought to you by Mr. and Mrs. Daymond Sewall. And we are the leaders of the CBD Monsters. So if you are here, it's because our monsters brought you here. So for the people that, whoever brought you here, if you're interested in moving forward, if you're interested in coming in and joining this business and creating some income so that way you can either get relief or just get more out of life, right? Then reach out to the person that brought you here. So if somebody sent you a message, somebody texted you, somebody tagged you, whoever got you here is part of our team. That's who you need to reach out to, okay? Because that's the person that got you here. So reach out to them. They'll tell you how to get started. They'll send you some more information. And they'll, even if they need to, they'll even get you on the phone with one of us so we can actually explain more about it in person, right? So that way you can actually hear it in the phone or personally on the phone. So anyway, so let's talk about one more thing before we end it here. So, oh, I totally forgot to ask them the question.
There's the ask them now.
Dang it. Okay, so okay, so let me blow this up real fast so I can see the chat box. Where's the chat box at? Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna open up the chat box. So let's do this. I didn't tell you guys the answer, but let's just see if you guys can guess this. Okay, some of you may know this. What is my favorite food? Post in the chat box, and we'll see who the winner is going to be for the actual bottle of CBD. Okay, what is my favorite food? Yeah,
You didn't even ask that.
I know. I didn't even tell them. Let's just see if they can guess it. Let's just say, let me give you a hint. If nobody, anchovies. No, it's not anchovies, but it's kind of close. That's kind of close. Kind of close. So it's probably something that you wouldn't guess was my favorite food, but it is my favorite food.
I don't even know if I know what his favorite food is.
You do. We don't eat it very often, but you know.
See, exactly.
Yeah. So who knows what my favorite food is? Let's just post below. Just swordfish. No, not pizza. Not tiger's blood. That's awesome. I love that. Michael. That was awesome. Tiger's blood. Chicken and broccoli. No, anything clean. That is true, but that's not it. So let's sea salt.
Maybe not sea salt.
Let's just say I'm gonna give you guys a hint. Okay, it starts with an S. Okay, hint. So who's got it? Who's got it? Seaweed. I do love seaweed. I love salmon too. No, sushi. All right, Christy got it. Christy got it. Which Christy is this? Christy who?
iPhone that said sushi. You are the winner.
Whoever Christy iPhone is, I don't know who that is, but you are the winner, Christy. Woo woo! You get a bottle. Woo woo! Hopefully, if you're not a souls of all the people who don't follow your advice.
Nice, Jennifer.
Yes, that was a good one, Jennifer. Okay, so Christy, you are the winner of the CBD. So anyway, like I was saying, so we want to actually just thank you guys for actually spending the time with us tonight. And for those of you that are affiliates, you guys are rock stars. Appreciate it. For those of you guys that are not affiliates yet, reach out to the person that got you here so that way we can get you on the team, so that way we can get you the life that you want. So
and Christy, the winner, you can contact us at CBDfamily6 @gmail.com to get your prize.
Type that in the chat box. Here, type that in the chat box. Here, so we're gonna put that in the chat box. Okay, Christy, because I don't remember that. Okay, family. Okay, we're gonna put that in the chat box. Anyway, so like I was saying, so reach out to the person that sent you here, okay, because they're part of our team and they're the ones that can give you the information on how to get involved, which all comes with the university, all comes with us as well too. It's all part of our team. Okay, so all right, cool. She sent that. So so that pretty much concluded our little things for today. I don't want to take up any more of your guys' time. I respect your guys' time, so I want you guys to have a good night. So for those of you that tuned in, you guys are rock stars. So I appreciate it, and follow up with everybody that that should have been here that didn't show up here. We actually recorded this.